What's up, dudes? I'm the Dominicator, and in this video, I'm going to hypnotize you to forget a number. As in all of my videos, you'll be asked to comment at the end while hypnotized, so go ahead and log into an account that you can use for that. Mute any distractions and continue when you're ready. Alright, dudes, I'm going to erase a number completely from your memory. Suggestion is so powerful that it can be used to make you completely forget a number, and you can even react appropriately to the act of forgetting that number. Have you ever completely forgotten a step in a calculation? Or maybe you've completely omitted a step in a recipe before and only realized it later. This is what it feels like to completely forget a number. Only a while after you completely forget a number do you remember it again. And it's perfectly possible to completely forget a number. It's possible to completely lock up whenever you're counting, or even to skip a number and move on to the next. So dudes, if you're ready to experience that, then continue watching. Now to begin, I want you to focus on the pocket watch, and I want you to try to count the number of times that the minute hand passes the hour hand. I want you to begin to count those as you simply listen to the sound of my voice, and find that the further that you count and the more that you listen to the sound of my voice, and the longer that you watch the pocket watch sway back and forth and back and forth, that the more and more relaxed that you become. And very soon, you may in fact lose count of those numbers entirely. And if you lose count of those numbers entirely, then I want you to just start all the way back from the number 1. Now, if I were to say some random numbers, such as 1 or 12 or 23, then those numbers may in fact cause a short circuit in your mind and cause you to lose count entirely. Or you may unconsciously be counting instead the number of times that the pocket watch swings back and forth and back and forth, and you'll notice that the more that you try to count those numbers, the harder and harder that it becomes to keep track of them. Because the more and more that you count them, the sleepier and sleepier that you feel, and the more and more tired and heavy and sleepy your eyes become. But I want you to keep trying. As you continue trying, the harder and more that you try, the harder that it becomes to count them. And in fact, you'll find that it even becomes difficult to count past the number 3. Because the hands are moving so quickly, and the watch is swaying back and forth so quickly. And you also have the temptation to blink as you count the number of times the minute hand passes the hour hand. And even though the watch will begin to sway more slowly as you continue to watch it sway back and forth, the more difficult it will become to count out the numbers. Because the more slowly that it sways back and forth, the more tired and the more sleepy that your eyes become. The more that you try to count the numbers correctly, the more that you'll find that you might have missed a number, or that the hand skipped by 1, or maybe 2 steps. And you might find that it becomes more and more difficult even as you try harder and harder to keep a count that goes past the number 3. Because as you try harder and harder, you become sleepier and sleepier. And very soon, the numbers that you've counted won't even matter at all. You've counted them so many times now that counting doesn't even matter to you at all. You would just rather drift off into a wonderful and deep state of relaxation than continue counting the numbers, because it's so much easier to just relax all the way down. And soon, when I snap my fingers, all of the muscles in your body are going to go loose and limp, and your whole body will relax. And when I snap my fingers, those very heavy and tired and sleepy eyes are just going to snap shut, all the way down, all the way shut, as you drift off into a wonderful state of sleep. And when I snap my fingers, those numbers won't even matter at all. They'll all completely fade away, completely fading into the background where you can forget completely about all the numbers that you've counted and just slip into a nice, wonderful state of sleep. Now just relax a bit and notice that as you continue watching, that your eyes have become so tired, so heavy, and so sleepy. And feel how wonderful it would be to close them once I snap my fingers. And feel how tired and how heavy all of the muscles in your body have become. And feel how wonderful it would be just to relax all of those muscles instead. Feel how wonderful it would be just to forget all about counting the numbers at all. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and I might even skip some numbers, just like the minute hand skips over the hour hand, and just as you skip some numbers while counting them out. I want you to listen for the number 5, because whenever I reach the number 5, I'm going to snap my fingers, and you'll instantly go down into a wonderful and dreamy state of sleep. Now beginning with 1, forgetting all about the numbers. 2, as you drift down. 3, completely forgetting. And 5, sleep. Sleep. And now you can forget all about those numbers. In fact, you can forget all about the math that you know so far. I can teach you all the math you need to know. And as your new teacher, your new master, I will teach you all the math that you need to know. The only numbers that you need to remember to count are 1, 2, and 3. You can forget all about how to count past 3. In fact, you can completely and totally forget the number that comes right after 3. You may remember all the other numbers, but forget the number that comes after 3. Completely wipe it from your mind. The further and further away that it goes, the better and the better that you feel. And now completely wipe it from existence. And as you completely wipe it from existence, you feel even better. Now that the number no longer exists, it's completely gone, and you feel so good. And now, as your new master, I'll teach you how to count from 1 to 5. The next number after 3 is 5. So 1, 2, 3, and 5. And what that means is that 1 plus 1 equals 2. And 2 plus 2 equals 5. And it makes so much sense that 2 plus 2 equals 5. Because to add 2 to 2, all you have to do is count upward by 2 from 2. And the next number that comes after 3 is 5. So 2 plus 2 equals 5. And now at the very end of this video, I'm going to ask you a little math question to test you. And I want you to answer that in the comment below. And when you do, you're going to feel so good because you know that you answered it correctly. And now soon I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And when I reach 5, I'm going to snap my fingers and you'll open your eyes. Then you'll be wide awake and ready to answer that little math question. Now beginning with 1, as all of the new math becomes clear to you, 2 as you drift back up. 3, we're almost there. And 5, wide awake. And now, my dude, I have but a simple question for you. In the comment below, I want you to tell me, what is 2 plus 2? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and check out Dominicator.com to visit my t-shirt store or to schedule an appointment with me to get hypnotized. Catch you later, dudes.